Carl and Lou here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. And it's track by track time as we're looking at the debut studio album of Baroness, simply called Red Album, the progressive metal band. Released it in September 2007. Both big fans of this band, aren't we?
Yeah, I've seen them live a couple of times
Yeah.
as well. So, yeah, I appreciate the rawness of when you listen to them. I think it's always to stand out with Baroness.
I think they're very unique in what they do. I think
Yeah.
the word progressive can sometimes put people off, but I think Baroness have a lot more than just being progressive. There's a lot more elements to them. However, I will say this is a band that got better. Better.
Yeah, I definitely think later albums, I think I would prefer listening to.
Yeah, same.
But there's elements about this that they've carried with them.
Oh, 100%. Like, you know Baroness, and
this is
Baroness. 100%. Yeah. So we begin with Raise on Pinion. An exciting and ethereal build. I like how this one begins, and the introduction of progressive sound and melody warms my heart. The rhythm gets catchy, and eventually with something that is much more metal when the vocals hit. It's a fantastic opener. Simple as that.
Yeah. Well, very gentle intro, like slowly building. You can feel the drum sounds. You actually feel them. Sounds more rough and ready, and then it kicks right in. I love how the vocals are so breathy.
Yeah.
I always love that about Baroness.
Yeah.
You can really feel what they're putting into the music. I really always love that. Great opening track, chunky and pacey. Chunky, I like the word chunky. Chunky.
The birthing. This is a bit of an epic. The riffs and the vocals sound so grand, but it's also got a ton of progressive catchiness to it. Weird, but the addictive kind of weird. The latter wildness is great, and I'm glad they don't overdo this track by dragging it out, which would have been very easy to do.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably the hardest part of being in that kind of band.
Yeah.
Is
We know when to stop.
Yeah, ready to wrap it up. Yeah, so it's like straight into this track from the first one.
Yeah.
There's no kind of cut-off point. It just all flows into one. Very fluid, almost like it's one track. Great speed and intensity on this one.
Isaac, spelled I-S-A-K. That's a weird start, but it sure does get groovy afterwards. This has some killer riffing, a right old headbanger, but unmistakably Baroness.
Enjoyed this one. There's parts that make me think they're playing in the storm with like rain and wind battering them when they're singing. So when they're singing Isaac, I always just picture them just being battered by a storm.
Okay, that's an interesting image, yeah.
Yeah, it always makes me think of that. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one.
That is so weird that you would go, that's what makes you think of a storm, yet the next track being called Wailing Wintry Wind is not the case. For this is my favourite kind of Baroness tracks. The ones that combine heartfelt melody, unusual sounds, and progressive hard rock meatiness. Captivating without a single word spoken for 4 minutes. And then we get 2 final punchy minutes, that is. Not words. There's plenty of them to come, and it's heavy as balls.
Yeah, I said, rolling drums, the vocals come in so late. And I like there's no structure or strict rules.
No, clearly
we've
not.
We've not got to have vocals from start to end. We can do what we want first, and then it's just a segue to what we want to have at the end as lyrics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, really like that one.
Yeah, same. A cockroach on fleur. An intermission of sorts. It's a jam session of echoing melody. Not a lot to say here. It's an intermission, sort of.
Acoustic guitar, isn't it? With the squeaky strings. That's acoustic. That's what I thought it was.
Can be,
guitar. Yeah, nice and short acoustic guitar instrumental. Didn't know if that outstayed its welcome, because sometimes instrumentals can kind of drag on.
Yeah, I see it as an intermission.
Yeah.
Wanderlust. Let's rock. It's Baroness style. Fast, frantic, intense. Awesome stuff.
This one felt a bit mastodon-y to me.
Okay, all right.
So I'm guessing obviously they got other bands influence you, and you influence other bands. So that's what it felt like more to me.
Okay.
Not too long. I love how it peaks and then slows. So there's like parts of it.
Okay. Alep. A drop in tempo to begin with. The eventual buzz of heavier riffs and an eclectic array of instrumentation makes this one a bit of a proggy mess. But it's a proggy mess I enjoy.
Yeah, because it's just an instrumental track, isn't it? So this album's a lot more instrumental than I thought it would be.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be more vocals in it. It seems like they kind of started with more instrumental, and then later on.
There's plenty of instrumental stuff going on later on because the vocalist also plays guitar, doesn't he? So it's not like he's not standing there twiddling his thumbs while he's waiting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Teeth of a cogwheel. I thought we were getting a drum solo at first. The roll and beat is cool. A short showcase of the power with the jabbing riff spill into a proper instrumental headbanger.
I like the nice bassy sound.
Okay.
That's what I really took from that when it comes in. Yeah, I can really get on board with that one.
I'm going to struggle to say this one. Appalachia.
Oh, Appalachia.
Oh, Appalachia. Big fan of this one. The groove is back, and while it's still clearly Baroness, it's a much more streamlined affair and has them just going for it. Bundles of energy, bundles of dirty groove.
I thought a really energetic track. It sounds darker, a really nice and heavy track. So that's what I got from that. It felt like a shift in tone to quite dark.
Yeah, I really, really like it. Absolutely. Grad. It's been a while since we've had, at this stage in the album, it's been a while since we've had a big one, as it were. So here it is. Grad taking us on a journey, basically. The slow build leading to something with doom depth. It's fantastic. Guitars echo through the mind. You can feel yourself sinking into Baroness's grasp. I love this track.
It sounds very... This is Baroness, like... I'm trying to think how to say it, but just like
epic, grand, huge.
Yeah, epically Baroness. So it's got all the
grandiose, enormous, mammoth. You know?
Right for Saurus. Epic sounding guitars, and I say it takes you on a journey. And this is what you want from like Baroness to finish his album, to just take you somewhere.
You know, there's one more track, right?
What? No, there's not another track.
Untitled.
Oh, I didn't have that on my one, on where I listened to it. Didn't have Untitled, no.
12. It's 12 minutes and 2 seconds long.
12, no, I didn't have that at all. You playing the track?
Well, I'm really surprised here. So I was really surprised by this one because I was like, oh my God. Like, wow, this is going to be an epic Baroness finale. You're going to be very disappointed if you hear this track. So it's 12 minutes and 2 seconds long, right?
Yeah.
Specifically that time. 11 minutes and 1 second, silence. Only the last 1 minute and... Yeah, last minute and a bit make up the actual song. And I think it's so fucking stupid. It reminds me of the nonsense we'd get back in the new metal days. It's 1 minute, 1 second of music. And the question is it any good? And it's simply, yeah, of course that is. It's Baroness and the jamming.
Yeah.
But I was like, what the fuck was the point of that?
So I didn't miss out on much then. I didn't
realise, I didn't think I'd listen to a bonus version or anything.
Yeah,
it was just there.
It literally just finished on Grad. One listen to. Yeah, 10 tracks.
I mean, you didn't miss out much.
No.
You didn't miss out much. You missed out on 11 minutes, 1 second of silence.
And then a little bit.
And then a little bit of a jamming kind of Baroness thing at the end, which was not at all satisfying. And I was kind of like, I said, it reminded me of the stupid shit you'd get back in new metal where it'd be like, here's a 25-minute outro. Yeah. And then you'd get like 30 seconds of a phone call.
Yeah.
And wank like that.
Phone calls, didn't they?
Yeah, or Korn's Follow the Leader, where it's like, oh, look, check this. The first, 13 tracks on actually tracks or something like that. And I still wasn't at 12 and it started on track 13. How clever are you? Oh. You know? Yeah, so that's a bit strange. Anyway, no matter. I heard it, so I put it in. Yeah, I do like this album. I think it's this. You've got great tracks and you've got good tracks.
Yeah.
And the great tracks, well, they're the top three really for me. So mine is I've got this.
Appalachia.
Oh, Appalachia, Grad, and Wailing Wintry Wind.
My top three were Raise on Pinion, Isaac, and Grad.
Oh, okay, so quite different.
Similar on Grad.
Yeah, Grad, yeah. Okay, well, you got thoughts on Baroness Red Album? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?